Virgo, welcome to your reading. I'm Empress Rose. These are general readings, so take what works, leave what doesn't, as with everything in life. And if I don't catch your storyline or your energy wave for this reading, check your other major placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I have to say them like the alphabet like that. I don't know why I can't leave off the sun sign, because this is probably your sun sign, and if it's not, anyway, then you've already been through that process. So anyway, these are casino shuffled and off camera, and we are ready to go. All right, this is your Oracle Mystical Moments, giving me an intuitive vibe of where we're going. What does Virgo need to know? What's the most useful? What's the best thing for Virgo to know this week? What's the best thing for Virgo to know? That's too many. We have changes of seasons on the bottom there. What's the best thing for Virgo to know? I kind of wish I'd taken that one. But we'll just think of it as change of seasons, seasons of our life, going through a big change, irreversible change, a cycle maybe, cycle completing. Okay, fine. We'll take 4 if you insist. All right, this one popped out, so we're taking this. This is the one I want to talk the most about. This is blooming. This is your mind opening, expanding, you're listening, you're hearing, you're not... there's been some sort of irritation, a frustration, and it's created a really beautiful thing. You have something really beautiful to communicate, I think. But for right now, you're just blooming here. Hold on. Thank you. So yeah, for now, your mind is expanding and growing, and you are you're growing very fast. I always want to hear like some booming. Like this seems like a lightning coming out of her mind. Very much expanding, growing, this vascular system of thought and listening. She's got these beautiful pink roses in her ears. The third eye opening, intuition opening. I think this is really what this is intuition opening up about something. Maybe something difficult came in and was an irritation, but it's causing your intuition to sort of, like, I am getting this this vascular system with sort of the universe of, some sort of blood. I want to say, I don't usually get this psychic or this woo-woo here, but I want to say like a vascular system with like the universe, with the pulsing of the universe, of this sort of messaging system, like blood coming back and forth from the universe to you and feeding your mind and growing, and your third eye, your intuition really opening up here. And this all started with some sort of irritation, and then this listening, this deep listening. Oh yeah, baby. Okay. You have some immature energy going on here. Somebody pulled up the anchor here. All these people are a little bit freaking out, or could be freaking out. This person has a lot of power and a lot of control, and these people don't have a lot. So this person, and they could be, right now she's sitting there very calm, but she does have the potential to upend this whole thing and to freak everybody out. And we're not 100% sure if she knows she has that ability and if she's going to use it or not. So there's a lot of fear and uncertainty in this situation, because someone here has a lot of power and a lot of say, and in an almost non-consensual way. I feel like these guys didn't exactly like vote to give her the anchor, right? I think that she just kind of was like, oh, fun, cool, I'll pull this up. And they're all like, oh my God, what have you done? And she's like, oh, okay. And she's just sitting here. So she's immature. or just unknowing and not aware that she has so much power in this situation and so much control. And other people are freaking out at their complete lack of control here. She's not a control freak. She's not trying to control anything. She's just, I don't know, going through life, found this cool little thing here. Unfortunately, it's having quite a profound effect on a lot of other people. And so this could be you, or this could be someone you're dealing with. And one of my favorite cards in this entire deck, because it has a match set with an earlier card where they're both younger. This is my dear friend, and this is like a long-term friend and companion. Your minds are much more similar now, and have kind of are in sync more. This long-term friend and companion may not have actually been with you for every step of the way, except in some sort of theoretical, ethereal sense. But it's time it's snow. I mean, at the beginning, it's like this party and sort of this gift that's been given to you. And now it's, you know, all these years later, and you're together and somehow, but it's night and it's snow and it's cold, and it's not a party anymore, but you've been through some hardships, you're going through some hardships, but you may not even be, I'm just trying to read the card here, you may not even be physically like together, because it's not really touching the ground. We're not seeing where the feet touch the ground. There's a lack of groundedness to this connection, but the connection is very much of the minds. And this could be where this whole sort of vascular system is connecting right here. This sort of, I want to say psychic connection. I don't usually get that. I'm uncomfortable with that, with saying that, and yet it's the message that's coming in. So, and then we have, again, something coming from the divine, from spirit. We have weaving flowers, and it's just this intuitive sort of putting together this thing bit by bit, and these little pieces are coming towards you. Perhaps these little pieces of intuitive information coming towards you. So see, I'm seeing this like all come towards your mind right here, opening your mind, and this is all coming towards your hands. So you're doing some sort of, it's a real world. You're creating something real out of these sort of intuitive petals that are being rained down on you by spirit. So this is such an intuitive vibe, especially for an earth sign, where we would expect more of your comfort to be in working everyday stuff. I mean, that's just a real generalization though, but there's just a lot of like intuition and sort of psychic communication going on here. It's not really something I like, it's something I've experienced, but not something I talk about freely and openly, and I'm very comfortable discussing like this. So fascinating, challenging read for me, sorting out, you know, what I feel like talking about and what tarot wants me to talk about. All right, we're moving to Moonology. Hope for some clear messages here. Straightforward messages, not so much. All right, Moonology, give us something. Awesome, thank you, thank you, thank you. Meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. So an emotional new beginning, and it's getting quiet. I mean, we do have so much with the mind expanding and the mind growing and the mind intuiting. There's so much intuition. There's so much sort of mental stuff going on here. All of these, other than Lorelei, these my dear friend bloom and weaving flowers are just really heavily focusing on the mind and the intuition very much. So a beginning, new moon in Pisces, an emotional beginning. I want to say It's going to involve someone else, but for now, it's a quiet space. All right, we're going to move to ethereal visions. All right, these are already shuffled. So Virgo, this is your past, your present, your inner landscape, what's at issue, your environment, your to-do list, and your possible outcome. Okay. In your recent past, let me get an overall. In your recent past, we have the Four of Cups. We have something that's either been offered to you and you did not want or were not ready for. You weren't thirsty for it. This this cup that you weren't accepting, you weren't ready for it. It's possible you didn't see the cup. It's possible you didn't understand what the cup was. It was divinely guided and it was gifted to you. But you were either full from what you already had, or for whatever reason, you were rejecting it. Either that or you were offering a cup to someone and they didn't understand what it was and they did not accept it. But there's been some sort of offer, some sort of divinely guided offer that was not accepted and not taken up. Either because it was unacceptable or because you were in a mood. Or you'd already had enough to drink that night and you were like, yeah, no, I think I better call it quits. In your present situation, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So your luck is turning. So this is about the ponies being up and the ponies being down on the carousel. And some people's ponies are up and some people's ponies are down. And so if your pony's been up, you can expect right now you're having a change of luck where your pony's going to be being lower on whatever sort of status poles we're all on here in this weird little world, this weird little merry-go-round we're all going around on. Or you're having better luck, but this has to do with your own personal luck, your own personal situation in life. And we don't really know, it's such a strange, luck is such a strange thing, but your luck is changing. So if you felt like it wasn't good, it's becoming much, much better. We're all sometimes prey and we're all sometimes predator. So roles like that are going to be reversed or be changing. Seasons are changing, like the card we originally saw that came out first. The season's changing. So that's what's going on right now. There's some sort of, it's time for the change. It's out of your control. It's not really like, I worked for this, I earned it. It's not really like, it's just something completely out of your control, either gifting you something or taking something away. Your inner landscape is the Chariot. So the way this is working with ethereal visions in this spot is you're either going someplace really, really fast internally, everything's clicking up here, which makes this like that booming feeling that I was feeling from your mind is just everything's moving very fast, or you want everything to move really fast. You're very successful. It is almost magical how you're being transported. It's almost a time machine vibe, and it's super balanced. What I love too here is that this card comes in the end, our possible outcome is the Two of Cups, and we have the yin and yang union here. So this is something that you're thinking about, the Sphinx-like creature that's pulling your chariot across the sky, across this this night sky, and it's going so fast and so quickly. Your mind, it seems to me like your mind is just clicking, and it's this meditate, contemplate. Your mind is starting to understand things, see things, put things together, and it's all going very quickly. Now, normally, I would be calling this like you're going to go somewhere. It's going to go. It's almost a time machine vibe here, where suddenly you're going someplace. It's a very successful journey. So whatever connections you're making in your mind and and connections. It's all going very quickly. It's all going very fast. Your mind is headed someplace you want to be, someplace, the conclusions you're going to be coming to are going to be good ones, are going to be things that are pleasing to you and make you happy, because we do have the Chariot card here. And the Chariot is a really good, fast movement, very, very excellent. And then at issue, we have the Hermit card. So normally we'd be like, and this is you, Virgo, you're at issue. You're the issue. No, I don't mean to be very like that. But, you know, I'm going to talk a little more gently about you, okay? So the Hermit card here is, but we're taking it in the reverse. So reverse is, so the Hermit card would be, you know, spending some time alone, going on your own vision quest. You're not going to be able to see very far, but in the reversal, it's like just too much time alone. It's we're in this meditate, contemplate, and this is almost like it's been too long. You've been alone for too long, or you've been in your own thoughts for too long. The vision quest was supposed to end like 3 days ago. Why are you still out here, kind of thing? You're supposed to be heading back to civilization now. It's too stagnant, too long. You need to be heading back. You've spent your time out here meditating and thinking, and we're getting into overthinking and an unhealthy isolation, and not a healthy isolation, but an unhealthy one. In your environment, we have this Three of Wands. This is a distant vision. This is seeing, knowing, trusting your intuition. There's something in your environment that you can't see yet, but you just know your ships are coming in. You know they're out there. You know they're coming in, and you're standing out here apparently half naked on this precipice, and you have this view, this overarching view, and we have this dawn, the sun coming up, and you can see, but you can't see the ships, but you are watching with expectation. You know that they're coming, and you know that they're near. This is Three of Wands. Wands is about intuition, inspiration, and you are at the peak of intuition, like we were talking about with this, and with these three cards and the third eye opening. You're having just this really intense intuition, and it's something about something in your environment is causing you. So I would say this is intuition when you can't see, but because it's something in your environment, maybe you're seeing a glimmer of it. Maybe you're seeing the ship on the horizon, and you're like, oh, is that just a reflection of something random, or is that the reflection of something real that's coming towards me? And so there's something in your environment that's asking you to trust your intuition, and to do this intuitive work, and to do this meditation and contemplation. And really, I'm having a hard time imagining what in your environment triggers intuition, because intuition is normally referred to something that's outside of our environment, outside of the information that we can see and feel and touch. So there's and understand. Intuition is outside of our understanding of logic. I think intuition is very logical. I think it's typically something we're picking up on that our logical mind just hasn't processed yet. So I think that's sort of what's going on. But there's something in your environment that you're picking up on that your logical mind isn't processing yet, but your intuitive mind has noticed it, and isn't translating it into something tangible. So your intuition is really highly activated here, and there's something going on in your environment, like this this irritation I was talking about earlier with the Bloom card, or something like that. There's something going on in your environment that's heightening your intuition and helping you see. You're seeing something with your intuition, and you're not seeing it logically. It's not the Two of Wands. It's the Three of Wands. So you're not seeing it, but you know that it's there, but it is in your environment, so there is something. Yep. So your to-do list is this Nine of Cups. This Nine of Cups, this is this energy of, I have it, claim your prize. It's this, you're being called in to understand that you do already have this. You already have this thing, what you want. And this Nine of Cups, it's this energy too, but it's an emotionally fulfilling situation. It's like you're emotionally, you have what you need, and you're being called into that energy. You're being called to already be in that energy, to already understand that these ships are coming and you have won the prize. And you have what you need emotionally. It's come to fruition. And this is your to-do list, to either bring that into fruition or bring that energy and that knowing that this is where you stand, whether you can see it or not. That's where you stand with all of these fulfilled cups at your feet. With you've got what you've got, and you're happy. You've got the thing that you want. You're very proud of this. It's yours. You're not letting go of it. But you're not clinging to it. You're just you're protective of it. You're protective of this emotional fulfillment. I think this intuition and this thinking and this chariot in your inner landscape bring you this. Your intuition is telling you that you have this, and you're supposed to come into the energy as if you do. And then here's your possible outcome. So this mixed with my dear friend is making me think we're definitely talking about a relationship here, and you're going to be figuring everything out very quickly, and you already have it. But possible outcome, Two of Cups. We have this. I think it's a catechus. It's Hermes. It's not the medical one. It's Hermes. Rod of communication, the two snakes, the communication between the gods and the humans. This is a divinely ordered meeting of the minds, possibly of two opposites. And this is a very fulfilling emotional union. Very strong, very loyal, very mutual. Divinely guided union. So that sounds like ridiculously exciting and unlike many things that this world has to offer us. But I hope that this is where you go. Step into this energy, this power, and this is all about your mind exploding, intuiting. It's so much intuition mixed with like meditation and contemplation. Your mind's just exploding this week. So that sounds really fun. I hope it's not literal. All right, Virgo, I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for your likes, subscribes, and comments. They are both encouraging to me and also help the algorithm and help other people that can use these messages, find these messages. So I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you.